Okay, for something different today, we're going to be reviewing the Three Peaks Hybrid 30-litre backpack. This was ordered at the weekend, cost £130 plus a 10% discount, so £117 all in, which is not too bad a price. Deliveries with FedEx, who failed to deliver yesterday, didn't even bother turning up, but did deliver today. It comes in a nice box, but there's no internal padding in the box, so just the bag. The bag itself is pretty big. For a 30-litre bag, it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So God knows what the 38-litre or 42 litres would be. That's the box. Just came with one leaflet, no bubble wrap, nothing. Okay, doesn't matter. Let's put this out of the way. Let's take a look at the bag. Alright, this is the bag. It's a sort of a shiny ballistic nylon material. It's slightly bobbled, so you can see that. It's not quite like Stubble & Co, which is that very glossy material with scratches. Okay, looking at the bag straight away, we've got loads of bits for, I don't know, poles or whatever people attach. Random straps. Come on, if you can see how they come off. Come off very easily. I mean, I have no idea what these are for. I'm assuming they're for compression of some sort. The bag is fairly reasonably well padded at the bottom here. Although sometimes it's a little bit difficult from the front to tell you which way is up or down. Let's turn it over onto its side. You see the compression straps. It's got side handle. There's no real padding, it's just a handle. Same on the other side, exactly the same. We've got a third handle here at the top, but not really padded. Okay, let's have a look at the front of the bag. As I said, hooks for poles or whatever you put on them. Various zips, if you can see them from here. Seem okay, but I expect these string bits to come off at some point, like they've done with my previous bag. So you've got one front pocket here. Let's have a look at this front pocket, see what it does. Sorry, it's a little bit not the easiest thing to do while I'm holding the phone. So I'll keep swapping around with. Okay, so it unzips all the way down to the bottom. It doesn't open fully, just down to the bottom. Let's have a look. This is the inside of the bag. So it's very bright orange. So at the top here, on the top flap, you've got one little mesh pocket, if that's for chargers, cables or anything, and the larger pocket, which I'm not sure what that's for, and if it does fit, it will fit my tablet. Let's have a look. This is 11-inch. I think it's 11-inch or 13-inch. I'm not sure, but as you can see, my tablet fits nicely in there. Let's see this back up. Put it inside the bag. Let's stretch it out a bit. Bit of padding there. It's got two sleeves, one for like a small tablet or something, one for a bigger tablet. Let's put the tablet again. The tablet will fit in there. It sticks out a bit. We'll fit fully inside that one. It's got a strap, Velcro strap to hold things in. Two water bottle holders inside, although once it's full of items I don't see what the point of that is, but each their own. And on the outside there's these small pockets. You can see they only go down to about only a few inches long, so they're not going to be very good for holding much of bottles. Right, furthermore inside, one thing that's missing I think is no compression straps. So I'd probably say packing cubes would be the way to go here. Having played with it already, items do shift around, so I would definitely say packing cubes if you don't want anything shifting. Lots of padding here, and it just seems padding seems excessive there, but that's for the top. There's nothing really else in there, it's just very basic. No other mesh pockets or anything. Okay, let's seal this up again. You notice on the side there it says 3 peaks as well. Okay, let's turn over to the back. Okay, the back here you've got 2 straps. Which you've got your, where is it? Can't find where it went. Sorry, lots of straps to play around with. There's like a waist strap there. Although, I mean, they are adjustable, and these little rubber bungees for holding the excess strapping in. Well, it could be better, to be honest, but some of these bits here, for example, this bit's hanging off here, but there is, if you can see, there's nowhere apparently you can actually tuck these bits in. There's a lower strap here which is just access, but this bit just pushes down to release. If you can see what I'm doing. There should be there is a top strap as well, but I'm not sure where that's gone at the moment. So I've been playing around. Okay, one thing that's missing from the back is there seems to be no way of hiding these straps. So if you want to carry it as a piece of hand baggage, there's nowhere to tuck anything in. You've got your pockets. It's here. If you've got the back of luggage here, so you can put your hands all the way through. Oops, let me show you. That's it. Pass through bit. That works well. One pocket here, which apparently says it's RFID secure. Probably good for passports, credit cards, and things. If you're once you're wearing it, it'll be probably fairly safe. Put these out of the way. But you've got at the top here, you've got hidden away, you've got these more zips. Let's see what these do. Sorry, it's a little bit easier with 2 hands. Once again, the zips only go down to the bottom, they don't open fully. Okay, at this point I can possibly do something. Okay, let's release these clips first, to be honest. More compression straps. Open the back of the backpack. Now you can see that's the front pocket, where this is the rear pocket. So it looks like you have to put laptops in or tablets in from the rear of the bag, not the front. Or I suppose you could use the front, but most of the padding seems to be on the back. So you're going to have to take the bag off to open the bag off to get your laptop or tablet out. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. Okay, let's put this down. Top of the bag, you've got this extra little padded pocket. As before, you release it, which is a lot easier with 2 hands as usual, but just release these bits, like compression straps. And that's open. Let's have a look. And you can unzip this pocket. Oops. Sorry, very difficult to do. Let's have a look. Let's turn it around. Yeah, zoom in a bit. And there's your top little bit. Let's try and brace it against something so we can have a better look. Oops. Works easier when it's shut. And it's got a, if you can see, a pocket, zip pocket at the top, and there's key holder, There is some room there, but not. It looks bigger on the videos online, but I mean, I can fit. I'll try to get my Sony headphones fit in there, power adapter, power bank, and some leads, but not much else. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, to be honest, but it works. The only problem is when the compression straps are on, you can't get into it. You have to take the compression straps off to actually access that pocket. Another thing that might be good or bad depending on what you want to do. Okay, so pretty much overall it's not too bad. It's a pretty good backpack, to be honest. I mean I've got a Farpoint 40 as well, an older generation. I can tuck the straps away in the back. This bag I can't. There's a lot of loose bits hanging around the waist. I mean, these bits, I don't know if they'll get caught in things. There might be a way of doing it. I need to explore the bag a bit more. There are some bungee bits, but they're not down here for some reason. There's lots of loose bits, but I don't know if they serve any purpose. So let's have a good look at it. Let's have a look at the bag. So let me just hold it straight. Okay, look at the straps. The straps have got a reasonable amount of padding. They are comfortable to wear, as I've tried it. No real zip pockets. Some bags have a zip pocket on the straps where you can hide a credit card or something in. This one has this little pocket here, which goes down to the bottom. Let me see where my fingers are here. It goes down a few inches, but there's no way of actually locking it. There's like, it's not velcro, it's not zipped or anything, so whether you want to risk putting a credit card in there and it falling out, I don't know. So look at the side up. Good look at the handles. As you see, it's just handles, very basic. But the bag's not. The bag's pretty light anyway. I'd say less than 2 kilos. At the moment. Nomad 30 litre. Let's have a look. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to pack the bag a little bit. So I'm going to pause it for a second whilst I adjust the bag, and I'll start showing you how much it holds. We're back. First of all, you can see the bag. It's a nice bit of depth on the bag. So let's see what we got. Let's put some shoes first. One pair of running shoes, about size 8, I believe. This is the bottom of the bag. Sure, I'll put in the bottom of the bag. I'm just gonna randomly put things in. I'm not gonna do too much adjustment. So the shoes fit nicely in the bag. Next of all, I've rolled 7 t-shirts up already. 3 t-shirts, 5 t-shirts, 7 t-shirts. So now I've got 7 t-shirts in there. Now let's get some underwear. 7 days worth of underwear. So that's 7 pairs there. I'm not going to mess around too much putting these things in. I'm just going to stuff them in. As you see, this fits quite nicely in there. Although when I put things in the top, it's going to push those back down. Socks. 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of socks. 7. Let's just fill some space down the bottom. It's probably easier if I put the socks inside the shoes, take up less room. Right, so now we've got in the bag, I've got 7 t-shirts, 7 pairs of underpants, a boxer shorts, 7 pairs of socks, and running shoes. I can easily get a couple of running tops and shorts in there. Have I got any? Did have some track? I'll put some tracksuit bottoms in. Some tracksuit bottoms there, or a pair of trousers. At least one pair of trousers, maybe a pair of shorts. Easily get that in there. a shirt or two. I'm not going to go fully overboard. Let's zip this up. The straps tend to get in the way a little bit here. It needs a little bit of adjustment. Okay, that's done. Right, now up to the top pocket. As you see, when you've got too much in the bag, right, so we can maybe do this. Whoops, I think I've just dropped my tablet on the floor. Right, this is the top pocket. Let's have a look what we can put in here. I've got one pair of Sony noise cancelling headphones, one power adapter, UK power adapter and USB-C cable, and a power bank. Okay, let's see what we can get in. Maybe a little bit of a squeeze in there. That's the important bit, but then again, I would probably use that for toiletries. I think if I need to get toiletries out at certain security checkpoints around the world, this is probably going to be a lot easier to keep the things in here, to be honest. But okay, once again, it's not easy to do one-handed. Zips are reasonably smooth, but they're not smooth enough for one hand. Oops, sorry. See, it's little bit, it's reasonably tight, but there you go. That's your backpack full. Once again, I can go through the back. Let's look inside now. See what we've got inside once everything's in. Not too bad. If it's fairly well packed, things should stay in the same place, but once you wear it, everything does tend to drop a little bit. So I can still get into my laptop sleeve in here. Let's see if I can find what I've done with that. I don't know, it's on the floor somewhere. So that's pretty much it. So it's definitely a bit heavier now, to be honest. Got these straps here. Let's see if we can do these. So it's really need two hands to do some of these. Try and aim without looking at the moment. Well, definitely easier with two hands up. But as I said, once these straps are on, you can only open about that much, so you can barely get anything out of it. You maybe get a cable or something out, or you have to remove these compression straps to access this top area. I mean, to be honest, it could have done with maybe a little pocket on the front or something, but oops. I mean, I suppose you could put toiletries in this little bit if you wanted, or as you see, things are being shifted around a little bit, but not too bad. But still, like my Farpoint 40's got compression straps, so I can at least hold everything in place. Definitely a pro. Okay. Bottom of the bag, as you see, nicely padded. Bits here, I don't know what they're for. Some of these side bits, I'm assuming they're for compression. I mean, they do have these. You can see it, these rubber. Some of them have these rubber bungees, so you can tuck the excess cable in. Although, as I said, there are some at the back here. Oh, there you go. There's rubber bungees at the back there, so you can actually do something about the loose strapping. Very good. It still would be nice if I could tuck the straps away. I'll figure that out later, but there must be some way of attaching these to the bag so you don't have to have them when you're carrying them. I don't want them flapping around like that. Okay, it also comes with I'm assuming that's a rain cover, but I'm not going to bother using it. Hopefully the bag is waterproof. So see, it's a little bag and it's whatever it is inside there. If you can quite see it. But also comes with the waist strap should you want to attach that somehow. It's probably not going to use that. Okay, let's have a look at what it looks like when it's actually on now. Give me a few seconds to put this on. Okay, so I'm wearing the backpack now. I haven't quite adjusted it properly. It's still a little bit loose and it's sliding. It's still sliding. You can see that sliding around at the moment on my back. This is the chest strap. Don't know if you can see that properly. There is a push button there. Some way to push it in, releases. Clips together. Bungee cord for tightening it. Still a lot of loose strapping, to be honest. There might be a way of adjusting that in future. You see it sits nicely on the shoulder. Ring there. No idea what that's for. There isn't one on the other side. Backpack itself. You can see what it looks like when it's on. Let's adjust the camera. As you can see, fits quite nicely on the back. Got these two bits here. If you can see them. Oops. What they're for, I have no idea. I think the waist strap will make it more stable. And you can see it sits nicely on it, it's fairly comfortable. It seems to fit nicely against my back here. Needs a bit of room, but it's not too, it doesn't feel too heavy. It's a good size as well. Probably definitely not Ryanair underseat bag size. But as I said, I really need to adjust the straps, make them a lot tighter, maybe put the waistband on. Lighting's not very good. Okay, this seems to be the waist strap. It's not sure how long, 40 centimeters long, something like that, 40, 50 centimeters. Big clip in the middle. Turn it over. Big Velcro pad. Where does that go? This bottom bit. Can't really see, but inside here, very difficult. You can't really see, not enough light, but there is a bit of, there's a Velcro pad in there, so I'm assuming somehow this bit goes through, somehow through there, Velcro to Velcro, that's your waistband. Whether I use that, I don't know. It seems a bit too much effort for me. Let's have a quick look at the top bit I mentioned earlier. See, once the compression straps are on, that's it. That's as much as you can get. Whether you can get things out of there, I could probably reach in and pull a power adapter or cables out. But to be honest, to get my headphones out of there, I will need to fully open the bag to do so. Just one zip here. Apart from that, it's a pretty decent bag. It's got a few shortcomings, but for £117, which I paid 100. As I said, I paid £130 minus a 10% discount, so £117. Took 2 days to arrive with FedEx because they didn't bother turning up the first day. Nice. Hopefully, it's going to be out in the field next week, assuming my flights don't get cancelled. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'll show you what it looks like compared to my Farpoint 40. Okay, so that's my old bag of Farpoint, Osprey Farpoint 40. I think it's the older design, but as you see they're practically the same size. Although the things I do like about the Osprey better, a lot more padding on the side handles, way more padding. I love this strap, over the shoulder strap, which a lot of bags don't seem to have. The Osprey as well, it's got the bit on the back here where the straps are hidden underneath. That is something this bag does not have, which would be, I feel it would be very, very useful to have. Whether the 38 litre or 42 litre Nomads have that option, I do not know. See? Sideways. Oops. Sideways as well.